Welcome back. Ever wondered what PU, PR, PQ, PL, PM, PJ mean on a motherboard? These strange codes hide powerful secrets about every component you test. I'm going to teach you all that codes and more in this course. So, want you to decode the motherboard like a pro? In minutes, stay tuned. This course will change your behavior toward troubleshooting motherboards because you're gonna understand some hidden techniques about motherboard references and codes, especially for beginners. So we're gonna use the motherboard, the schematic, and also I'm going to teach you in this white paper step by step in order to understand everything. So without wasting time, let's dive in. So please, if you are serious about improving your repair skills, subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified for future videos like this one. And to be part of our family where I have over 1000 friends, you are very welcome. All links in the description. Also, you're gonna find in the description the link for a full article in my website about all what we have discussing in this video. So please make sure you stay tuned and do not miss any moment if you want to maximize your chance of understanding this course. So let's see, here we have codes and component type. Let's begin with PU. So PU, or sometimes you can find just U, refer to power IC in the motherboard. This IC, for example, we have PU, as you can see, 4201. This is the CPU controller near to the CPU socket. Another IC here we have PU, as you can see. This is the charge IC near to the power jack, PU 4001. Okay, so PU for power ICs. But we can find also U. Example, on another motherboard. For this IC we have U509. This IC U514. Another charge IC we have U501 near the battery connector. So in the schematic, this is the IC. Basically we have TPS 51120. This is the 5 volt 3.3 volt controller. We have here U6. Sometimes you can find PU. Okay, so let's move on to the second code. So PQ, or sometimes you can find Q. So refer to MOSFET. The MOSFETs in motherboard acts as a switch or amplifier. So in schematics you can find PQ like this. We have 4 drain, 3 source and gate. Or in some schematics you can find Q, as you can see, Q for MOSFETs. The same, 4 pins for drain, 3 for source and for gate, 1 for gate. And in the motherboard, as you can see, we have PQ, as you can see, 302, PQ 301 for MOSFETs. Or simply Q, as you can see, Q1102, Q1103, 2 MOSFETs. The next code is PC or C. This is simply for capacitor. So here we have PC for electrolytic capacitor and also PC for ceramic capacitor. Okay, so PC is common for all types of capacitor in the motherboard. Here also we have PC, as you can see, a big ceramic capacitor. And in some motherboards you can find simply C, as you can see, for this ceramic capacitor. Or even for electrolytic capacitor, we have C64. And here in the schematic, do you see ceramic capacitors? We have PC 101, PC 102, etc. But on other schematics, you can simply find C51, C52. Please remember, usually P near to power circuits or power management like the CPU, 3 volt, 5 volt circuit, charge circuit, RAM circuit, etc. So let's move on to the next code. PL or L stand for inductor or coil. So in order to do not waste time checking the motherboard, the schematic, etc., I'm going to write first all codes and then go to the motherboard and see one by one, and also in the schematic, okay? So let's write first all codes. Of course, in the same time, I'm going to give you a brief explanation for each component. So inductor used in power regulation circuits. Capacitor stores electric charge, stabilize voltages. MOSFET acts as a switch or amplifier. Power IC or integrated circuit related to power management. So the next one is PR. You can find also PR or R. So this is for resistor. So resistor or resistors limits or regulates electrical current. There is another type of resistor, in-R resistor or resistor network. The same working principle, but resistor network is a network of resistors in a single package used to gain space in the motherboard. Then we have PD or sometimes G. Here also you can find R. So this is for diodes. Allows current to flow in one direction, okay? In one direction. Then PM for transistor. So transistor switches or amplifies electronic signal. PJ for jumper or connector. So jumper or connector used to connect or disconnect parts between each other. PS. Remember, I'm going to show you all these references in the motherboard and in the schematic. Very important for any technician or student. So PS for signal diode. So use it for what? Guys, I will let you this explanation in the comments. Please, in the comments. Everyone with a correct answer in the comment, I will share with him 2 PDF schematics. Okay? For laptop. For free. A page schematics, I will send him 2 PDF schematics. Page schematics for free. That you can use to understand even more. Let's move on to the next code. PT. For what? For transformer. So transformer, a motherboard transfers electrical energy between circuits. Then PCN means a network ceramic capacitor. Maybe this is the first time you hear about this PCN. You're gonna understand everything. So PCN basically is a packaged group of capacitors, the same as resistor network for resistor. So F for fuse, protects circuits from overcurrents. X or Y for what? For crystal or oscillator. Maintain system timing, clock basically. But when you find but, this is for what? For battery. So powers RTC and BIOS chip. Okay, this is basically the CMOS battery for CMOS. Okay, not the battery for laptop. So CN for connector, SW for switch. So connector to interface for connecting cables and components. Switch opens, closes an electrical circuits. Okay, the same exactly as this, like switch. So this one, you know it, LED. This is basically light emitting diode. TP, we find it sometimes bad. So TP for what? For test point. Very important. And RTC, finally here, RTC for real time clock. Real time clock. Maintain time when the device is off. And the TP basically, or the test point, used for measurement and diagnostics. Light emitting diode, indicator lights for power, charge, etc. So guys, lacking of a datasheet doesn't mean you cannot work. With keen observation and the basic tools and understanding the codes, you can effectively understand the motherboard, test and diagnose ICs, etc. So now let's move on to the schematic and the motherboard and see all these codes. But I will let this for next part in order to avoid making the video a long and boring video. I hope you understand. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon for future videos like this one. And of course, in the description, you're gonna find the link for my website, prospace20.com, where you're gonna find a ton of exclusive articles that will change how you understand electronics. And of course, in the same article, I'm going to share with you all these codes, component type, and explanation also. And for anyone who wants to accelerate learning, I can be your mentor. You can just join me in my Patreon page, the link in the description, and uncover the world of electronics in a high level. Thank you very much and see you in the next video.